Hey, what's good, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Had to do this last minute live. Had to do this last minute live. I see we got some people in here already. I know some of the haters thought, oh, he ain't gonna come online and do no live about no damn Bucks, man. He not gonna come online. So I said, I gotta come online, and I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I see we got some people in here already, and I can't wait to get into it. So I'm gonna allow everybody to catch up to this live. Let's give it about another minute or so. Let's say 2 minutes. I see people. I got a lot of stuff to say, and I got a lot of stuff that I want to say. So I'm gonna just wait for everybody to trickle in, and then we're gonna get into it because we're gonna have a lot of fun with this live. Trust me, y'all don't want to miss this live right here. Trust me, I got a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest real quick. A lot of stuff. I see we got a lot of people in here. Ness Garcia, Blue Green, Rip It Up, Charles. I see Lego. I see you. Welcome in. Keith, welcome in. Jiren, welcome in. I see you coming in. Let's give it about another minute or so. Demarcus, welcome in. Good to see you. Akeem, good to see you. Matal, good to see you. Just let these guys play. James Anderson was good. Why would anyone blame Giannis for the law? Oh, you just wait. Who left that question? Okay, I can't pronounce your name. Dionysus. I hope I pronounced your name properly. Sammy was good. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. Let's allow everybody to catch up to this live. Don't mind my pink Cameron shirt. I couldn't find a shirt on time to wear, so I just threw this on. I said, nobody cares anyway. We ain't got no chatty patties in this live anyway, so I'm sure you dudes don't care what I'm wearing. So let me see. KD better than Giannis. Oh, it's coming. Y'all just wait. Let's give it about another 20 seconds or so. Let's allow everybody to catch up to this live. I got a lot of stuff that I want to get off my chest here. Also, while you guys are coming in, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. So let me just pull up the Instagram right now, and I'm going to pin that to the top. Let me just post that right here. Let me put the Instagram right here. Make sure you guys follow us on IG. I'm going to pin that here to the top because we definitely respond to people's comments. We actually did a video. The Shannon Sharp and Michael Jordan video came from one of our viewers that messaged us on Instagram, and we produced that video. So we definitely do, check our Instagram account. And let me put our Twitter up here real quick. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. I'm going to put that right here. Make sure you follow. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. I think we got enough people in here. 2 minutes. And let me get into this right here. Let me get into this. First of all, congratulations to the Boston Celtics. I'm not being funny, by the way. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics. They will be moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals to play against the Miami Heat. I think is going to be a very, very interesting series. One that I'm looking forward to tremendously. I think a lot of people going into this season thought that the Miami Heat were going to be a good team because they're a well-balanced team, very well-coached team, great culture. So I think it's going to be great to see the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. I think it's going to be a fantastic series. I have no horse in that race. I mean, I do like the Boston Celtics, the players. I do. So I mean, I don't have anything against the players. And but I don't have a horse in that race. I just want to see some good basketball, and I think a lot of people just want to see some good basketball at the end of the day. So, congratulations to them, and I hope it's going to be a good series. Now back to this game. I got a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest here, guys. A lot of stuff. It looks as if that the Milwaukee Bucks. It seems as if that they finally ran out of gas, man. It looks like the Bucks finally ran out of gas. Going into this series, I thought that the Milwaukee Bucks were going to be able to beat the Boston Celtics. I believe I said it was in 6 games or so. I believe that the greatness of Giannis was going to be, he was going to be able to overwhelm that team. I thought he was the one mismatch that that the Milwaukee Bucks had on the floor that the Boston Celtics could not account for. But once that series started, man, because I thought Giannis was going to have some more success against this Boston Celtics defense that Kevin Durant did, and in fact, he did. Giannis played way better than Kevin Durant did against the same Boston Celtics defense. And it's also worth saying, KD had Kyrie with him. Giannis did not have Chris Middleton. It wasn't as if the Milwaukee Bucks were fully healthy. So Giannis did his thing. He did his. Let's not front and act like as if the Boston. They played tremendous defense, but Giannis had, I think, 2 or 3 if I'm not mistaken, 40-point games in that series. So they didn't lock up Giannis. I think the last game that they played, I think Giannis shot like over 50% of the game before that. So it's not like as if they were beating Giannis down. Like Giannis still got his buckets at the end of the day. No name, no game. You never give credit to Chris Middleton making all those big shots, huge free throws until Game 6 of the finals. Game 6, Kawhi was breathtaking. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the comment. Thanks. Appreciate. Thanks for the comment. But anyway, yeah. So to me, I think Giannis played well, but I think he did the best that he possibly could in that series. Bobby Barnes, what did he say here? No excuses. This happened to KD last year. No, nobody. No. No one is making excuses. I'm just talking about the fact that KD and Giannis played the same Boston Celtics team. The same Boston Celtics team. KD's team did not get one win. Giannis's team took him to 7 games. So it's clear to see which guy had more success against that team. I'm not making any excuses for him because Giannis doesn't need any excuses for him to be made anyway. And I don't think people were making excuses for Kevin Durant. I think the major the person that was going at the whole KD thing was Shannon Sharp versus Skip Bayless. And I don't think Shannon Sharp was going at KD because he doesn't like KD. Shannon Sharp was going at Skip Bayless because he was saying, Skip, why don't you keep that same energy that you have for LeBron James with KD? That's what I think Shannon Sharp was saying. I don't think Shannon Sharp was saying, okay, they're trying like KD shouldn't be let off the hook. I don't think that's what it is. So I wanted to make that point. Now, it's clear that the Milwaukee Bucks missed Chris Middleton. Think about it. On the season, Chris Middleton averaged 20 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He shot 44% from the field, 37% from the 3, 89% from the free throw line. But he's a guy that gives that Milwaukee Bucks a different look on that offense, man. After a while, the Milwaukee Bucks offense was looking predictable. It was either Giannis or it was Drew Holiday. That was their entire offense. Their entire offense was that. And I think Chris Middleton, with the threat of that mid-range jump shot, to get to the middle of the floor, that 16-foot area, whatever it is, 14 is, maybe 12 to 16-foot area, I think he would be able to give that Milwaukee Bucks offense a different look. Whereas the Boston Celtics couldn't just key in on Giannis and Drew Holiday. So I think he was definitely missed. Let me see this comment that was left here. Middleton led the playoff in clutch points last season. I don't know why people tried to pretend his presence wasn't going to. No. I just thought that, if I'm being honest, and thank you so much for the comment, if we're being honest, I think it wasn't that people were discounting his absence. I just think that people were putting so much stock in the greatness of Giannis, and justifiably. Like, if you believe that Giannis could beat this team, you would. I mean, that's not a bad position to take, because Giannis Antetokounmpo, he dominated in this series, not to the point where he won, but they couldn't stop Giannis. They couldn't stop him. I think he had like 3 or 4 40-point games. You don't stop a guy. In one of the games, he scored over 40 points, shot 50-something% from the field, and they said we stopped them in the series. No. It's just that Giannis needed more horses, and in the case he didn't have him, so he lost. But I want to get back to the game. So let me get so that was that. But obviously injuries are a part of the game, right? Injuries are a part of the game. And coming from a Kawhi Leonard fan, nobody was more disappointed than me last season when Kawhi Leonard got injured in the second round in Game 4 with like 3 minutes left in that game. And he was taken out of that series. No one was more disappointed than me. Trust me. But injuries are part of the game, and it happens to the best of them. And in this case, it happened to Chris Middleton, I think, in Game 2 in the Chicago Bulls series. So it just is what it is. But back to the Bucks. Let me get back to this for a second. That was the first factor. I think the second factor is this. I don't really know what to say about Mike Budenholzer, the Milwaukee Bucks coach. I really don't know what to say about this dude. If I'm being totally honest with you, I don't. Listen, let me tell you guys something. If you followed this Milwaukee Bucks team last year in the playoffs, if you followed this team, I think they played against the Atlanta Hawks, if I'm not mistaken. They played against the Brooklyn Nets. If any of you guys remember that watching any of those series, you will remember that people were literally pulling out their hair trying to understand what kind of defensive coverages and offensive type of plays the Milwaukee Bucks were using. For whatever reason, the Milwaukee Bucks have made it up in their mind that on those pick and rolls, they're going to go under and they're going to go drop coverage. If you watch that game and you look at Jason Tatum in the pick and roll, whenever they dropped in that pick and roll, Jason Tatum made them pay, either when he went to score or when he went to hit an open shooter. Nevertheless, the Bucks still elected, for some strange reason, to be in drop coverage all series long. That's number one. There was no man-to-man defense. They would switch on everything and drop. Nobody fought over those screens. That is that same type of defense that Luka Doncic was exploiting last year in the first round against the Clippers. The Clippers kept on switching, and because they kept on switching, Luka Doncic would just keep running pick and rolls until he got his favorable matchup, which is either Patrick Beverley or somebody like that, and it was barbecue chicken. That was the first thing. The second thing I didn't understand about this Bucks, and I posted on Twitter. For those of you who are not following us on Twitter, make sure you go ahead and follow us on Twitter right here. I'm going to post that right here in the comment section. And make sure you follow us on Instagram. We pinned that to the top. It's pinned to the top of the comment section. I posted on, I posted on Twitter. Early in the game, I said, in the first quarter, I said, is all the Boston Celtics going to do is shoot three-point shots? Is that all they're going to be doing? And some people, left some comments or whatever it is. I said they're relying too much on analytics, just taking threes and twos. And I said they could try to score in different ways. Little did I know, think about this, that the Milwaukee Bucks would allow the Boston Celtics to attempt 41 three-point shots in 3 quarters and a few. Think about that. 41 three-point shots is what the Milwaukee Bucks decided to give up. And Jeff Van Gundy said it during the game. He said, it looks like the Bucks have decided that they're not going to give the Boston Celtics anything in the paint, and they're just going to let them shoot threes. Well, here's the problem. On their pick and rolls, they were in drop coverage, so that defensive scheme wasn't working. And because of that, if you look, whenever Jason Tatum got loose on that pick and roll, he would always hit a wide open three-point shooter, not than Grant Williams or whoever else that was open. If you remember early in the game, Grant Williams had some wide open three-point shots, and that was part of the Milwaukee Bucks defensive strategy. I don't understand. They made no adjustments. 0 adjustments in that game. What coach do you know is running a strategy you see after an entire half that this strategy is not working? A half and maybe, half of the third quarter. This strategy is not working. Wouldn't you switch it up? Wouldn't you talk to some of your assistant coaches and say, hey, wait a minute, this is not working. The Boston Celtics, they're killing us from the three because we're betting that Grant Williams can't beat us. And if I look at the box score, how many three-point shots did Grant Williams finish that game? Well, let me look at it right here. This dude finished the game. Think about this. Actually, before I get to that, let me read this comment. Greek Freak is still raw. He doesn't get yet give and go, pick and pop, pick and roll. Too many stupid outfoul, go and drive. Yeah, who left the comment? Yeah, Ralph. First of all, appreciate the comment. I'm gonna get back to that. Because I feel like Giannis was good enough to beat this team. I feel like he was good enough. Keith Wills, welcome to the channel. I want to get back to this point that I'm making right here. I want to get back to this point. Think about this. Grant Williams, tell me the last time you heard a basketball player do this. Grant Williams attempted 18 three-point attempts. 18 three-point attempts is what they let that dude attempt, and he made 7 out of 18. The Boston Celtics, think about this. They finished that game with 55 3-point attempts. 55. If you allow any NBA team to attempt 55 3-point shots and you're not making 3-point shots, and all they got to do is make about 30%, 35%, you will lose. And that is exactly what happened. The Boston Celtics for the season shot about 35% from the three. If they shot 35% on 55 attempts, guess what? They make 19.5 3-pointers. They finished the game with 22 3-point shots made. And you want to tell me that has nothing to do with coaching? Nothing to do with coaching? You didn't. What did they think? They were going to go 10% from the three for the entire game? That's coaching. And you got to be able to make an adjustment on the fly. Period. End of story. So that's the first thing I want. That's what I wanted to say about that. Somebody just said Giannis choked. And I want to get to, and I want to say this quickly because this is the part of this live I really want to get into here. First of all, I want to say that clearly it is not easy to win championships. It's not easy. Take it as a Kawhi Leonard fan. Appreciate that, Keith Wills. Take it as a Kawhi Leonard fan. When Kawhi Leonard beat when the Toronto Raptors won and he went to go sign with the Clippers and he had Paul George, I was one of the people that thought that, okay, Kawhi has all the momentum. Clippers are going to win the championship. Turns out it wasn't that easy. It's not that easy to win championships. LeBron played for 20 years. He has 4. Kobe played for 20 years. He has 5. Jordan played for 15 years. He has 6. It's not easy as a lot of people thought it would be. It's very, very, very hard to win championships. It ain't easy. Even the San Antonio Spurs with that dynasty, they won 5 championships. They never three-peated. I don't even think they ever went back-to-back. It ain't easy. I wanted to say that. Now, let me get to Giannis. Let me get to Giannis right here. This is the part of the live I want all of you guys to stick around for. I want to get to Giannis for a second. I got a lot that I want to say here. You know, going into these playoffs, a lot of people were saying, and y'all know, that Giannis is about to be a top 10 player of all time. I recently heard Kendrick Perkins on ESPN, and he was talking to Stephen A. Smith, or maybe it was inside I don't remember the show. And he said, they were talking about Mount Rushmore. And he said, if Giannis wins another championship, I think he goes on a Mount Rushmore, something like that. But basically, he's going to be a top 10 player. And Stephen A. Smith was like, hold on, wait a minute. We have Michael Jordan. We have LeBron James. We have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have Wilt Chamberlain. We have Magic Johnson. We have all of these different things. I bring up that point to say this. A lot of people were saying that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the world. The question I have is, will those people change on Giannis? Will the people that have been saying Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the world, will y'all keep that same energy? There's a reason I'm bringing this up. There's a very good reason I'm bringing this up. Here's what I noticed. And let me quickly say this. I personally still think Giannis is the best player in the world. Let me say it again for the people that are watching us live. We have 1,000 people in here. Thank you very much for being a part of this live. I think Giannis is the best player in the world. This is coming from a Kawhi Leonard fan, the same guy that said going into the playoffs, there's no basketball player I'd rather have than a healthy Kawhi Leonard. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the world. Let me tell you guys why I'm bringing this up. I noticed something. About 2 years ago, I got a story for you guys. Stick around for this one. I think you guys are going to love this. About 2 years ago, we were producing a lot of Clippers content when we were really getting into basketball, and we didn't really know how to cover the entire NBA yet. We were producing a lot of Clippers content. And we were supporting the Clippers, and we had some Clipper supporters on the channel. Then the Clippers got to the second round against the Denver Nuggets, and they blew a 3-1 lead, the Clippers. And at that time, our channel must have had less than 2,000, for sure less than 3,000 subscribers, for sure less than 3. When they lost, in a span of maybe 12 hours, we lost about 50-something subscribers. 50-something subscribers. And Marco and I were confused. We were like, wait a minute. What happened? Why are people unsubscribing from our channel? I don't understand this. All of these people, why are they leaving the channel? We were producing content. I thought they enjoyed it. What happened? Right? So after the game, this particular game right here, I appreciate that. I mean, people flip-flop every day. They change their tune. No, thank you for that. I'm getting to a point here. Stick around for this part, guys. I really want to finish this story. We opened up our channel today after the game, and I'm like, okay, should we do a live? I was asking myself, me and Marco were talking about it. Should we do a live? You know, I'm thinking about it, this and this and that. We don't know. And I look, and probably within a span of 10 minutes, I looked and saw we lost about 10 subscribers. I was like, we lost 10 subscribers? 10 or so subscribers. I mean, 10, 12, whatever. And I said, why the hell would we lose subscribers? And then it dawned on me. Let me get to this comment right here. Who's it from? Bobby. Giannis is not better than KD, bro. Who's a better perimeter player, like Kawhi, Braun, Kobe, or MJ? Giannis should be compared to bigs. He's a 3, and Midi's trash. No, listen. Giannis's strength is not his mid-range shooting. Giannis does everything. Go look at the box score. They just lost. The dude finished with 25 points and 20 rebounds. Kobe cannot finish a game with 25 points and 20 rebounds. Kawhi Leonard ain't going to get you 20 rebounds in a game. He's just not. He's just not. For as much as I love him, I don't think we have to uplift somebody and bring some. Giannis is the best player in the world right now, in my personal opinion. 25 and 20, it ain't easy to do. Even by a big, it ain't easy to do. Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall. He cannot get you 20 rebounds in a game. LeBron James, I've never seen him get 20 rebounds in a single game. Yes, Giannis has his weaknesses, and he can't do some of the things that those guys can do. I grant you that. But there's some things that Giannis can do that those guys can't do either. I'm just going to be fair about it. I'm not going to switch it up. Anyway, my point I'm making is this. Thank you for the comment, by the way. We lost all of these subscribers. And my question is, I thought y'all were Giannis fans. What happened to that energy that y'all had for Giannis? Or all it took was Giannis getting eliminated in one series, and all of a sudden, you people, some guys that did that, people that did that, they jumped ship. So my message to the people that unsubscribe, please don't come back. We don't need that bandwagon energy. It seems as if you were not even a real Giannis fan. You couldn't even support him after one loss. When did y'all hear me say I no longer became a Kawhi Leonard fan when he lost? Why did I stop? Why did I stop being a Kobe Bryant fan when they lost to the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals in 2008? I remember being in New York. I was talking hella trash when the Lakers lost in the finals. There was a dude that me and him used to talk a lot of. This dude was looking all over for me, and he tore me apart that entire summer. But I didn't stop being a Kobe fan because Kobe Bryant got knocked out in the finals. So what happened to all of it? So the reason I bring that point up is to say this. If you can have some so-called Giannis supporters jumping ship already, just imagine what people are going to be doing in the media. If people are doing this as fans, what do you think people are going to be doing in the media? All of a sudden, Giannis will not be the best player in the world anymore, which brings me to Skip Bayless. As y'all know, and appreciate you guys for being a part of this live, please make sure you follow us on Instagram. We have that pinned to the top right here. And also make sure you follow us on Twitter. Let me post that right here in the comment section. Appreciate that. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Thank you guys for being a part of this live. We appreciate having all of you be a part of this. Which brings me to Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless has been saying that Kevin Durant is the best player in basketball. That's what he's been saying. Let me see it twice. The overreaction amazes me. Giannis still the best player. The coach should not be fired. They were champions a year ago. Calm down, people. Oh, they're not going to calm down. Trust me, bro. I'm speaking from experience. They're not calming down, bro. They are not calming down. Let me continue here. Let me see. NBA fans are 90% bandwagon. I'm beginning to see. Thank you so much for that. Let me get back to this. What I'm saying here. So Skip Bayless has been saying that Kevin Durant is the best player in the world. He's been saying that. But when Kevin Durant lost in round 1 in 4 games, he said KD is no longer the best player in the world. That's what he said. Good. Giannis now goes and plays the exact same team that KD played. Giannis took that team to 7 games. Are you going to tell me that Skip Bayless is still going to come out there and say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is not the best player? Because what Skip Bayless has been saying and what he says to Shannon Sharpe is this. He said, when Shannon Sharpe said Giannis is the best player in the world, and I don't think Shannon Sharpe is going to change up his energy on Giannis. I still think Shannon Sharpe is going to say Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the world the same way he would say LeBron James after he lost in the finals all those times is still the best player in the world. Just because you lose doesn't mean you're not the best player in the world when your team just gets beat. It doesn't change that fact. But anyway, Skip Bayless kept on saying, Giannis has to show me more. Giannis has to show me more. He has to show me more. But in the case that now the Bucks have lost, if Skip comes out and says that Giannis is not the best player in the world, then my question to the audience is, then who is? If Giannis is not the best player in basketball right now, then who is? You tell me in the comment section right now, if Giannis is not the best player, who is the best player in the world right now? Some people saying Tatum, Jason Tatum, Luka, Tatum. Wow. So now it's Jason Tatum. What? What? Am I actually seeing people type Jason Tatum right now? So hold up. Let me get this straight. I got to call some of the people calling Jason Tatum back. I got to call some of you dudes on that for a sec. Hold up. Going into the playoffs, was Jason Tatum, for the people calling him the best player in the world, was he a top 5 player in the NBA? Please, let me hear it. I got to hear. This is unbelievable. Let me hear it. Luka? So wait a minute. I got to understand something. Now, all of a sudden, Jason Tatum is the best player in the world. So hold on, let me get this straight. Jason Tatum is better than Stephen Curry. He's better than Kevin Durant. He's better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's better than a healthy Kawhi Leonard. He's better than who else can I think of? No, come on, y'all can't be serious with that. Let me see. Love the channel, bro. Changes coming in Milwaukee. Need 2 things: an athletic wing / a 3-point shooting. Giannis empty the tank in this series. I agree with you. Thanks for the comment. Tatum didn't have to injure anybody to win. Tatum didn't have to injure anybody. Who did? Okay, I didn't. Maybe y'all understand it. So y'all are telling me now that Jason Tatum is the best player in the world. Okay, cool. If Jason Tatum is the best player in the world, I got to ask y'all this question then. To the audience, since we're a live audience, we have 1,000, almost 300 people in here. It is unbelievable. I can't believe we got this many people in here. Somebody left a comment. 1 second. Giannis took him 7 without his second best player. Giannis did all he could. The Bucks were injured. Can't complain about that. I agree with you. Hold on, let me understand this. So if Jason Tatum is the best player in the world, I got to ask y'all a question. If the Boston Celtics, if they lose to the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, is Jimmy Butler the best player in the world? Let me hear this, please. Would Jimmy Butler be the best player in the world if the Heat beat the Boston Celtics? Please, let me hear this. I got to see what people are going to say right now. Somebody said yes. No, y'all got to stop. You see, y'all got to stop messing with me. Y'all got to stop. You see, y'all going to make me cuss. I cussed on one of these lives, and y'all are gonna make me cuss again. Y'all made me cuss. Ben Simmons made me cuss the last time. Y'all are gonna make me do it again. I'm not gonna cuss over this right here, but y'all are not gonna do this to me. So now y'all getting ready to say that Jimmy Butler is about to be the best player in the world. So now the best player is whoever won last. Basically, is the best player. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all are playing with my emotions right now. Y'all got to stop this. Please, y'all got to stop this right now. Y'all got to stop. Okay, please stop. Jails are overrun right now. somebody, somebody said, see it twice. Said jails are overrun right now with prisoners. Anyway, man, all right, I'm sorry. So you forgot Giannis injured Kyrie last year, and then he injured Williams in this series. No, I wasn't paying attention to it, but I appreciate the comment. But yo, that was funny as hell. He said jails are full. Yo, all right, so y'all are killing me. Giannis already been a fraud bum ref baby, relying on call charging five. First of all, thank you for the super chat. I was actually watching that game. I mean, watching the game, and I was on Twitter. Please make sure you guys follow us on Twitter if you're not following us on Twitter. We're putting it right there. And follow us on Instagram. And I was looking at what's his name, Bill Simmons. Y'all know Bill Simmons is a Boston Celtics fan, and Bill Simmons was on there complaining about what the refs have been giving. That sounds like something Bill Simmons would say right now. But listen, are people going to change their energy on Giannis? I think it. Well, we just got the proof. Because now people are saying Jason Tatum is the best player. Jason Tatum is the best player in the world. So if that's what people are going to say, man, then I don't know what to tell you guys right now. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Appreciate that, Tazar. I believe they will say Jimmy Butler. Yeah, if the Jimmy Butler is the best player, and then they're going to go to the finals, and if they lose, then it's going to be who's going to be Stephen Curry. If they lose to the or it could be Luka. Who knows? Let me see what else. Somebody else left it. What did it say? Who's that? B. Harris. I'm in total amazement right now that people are actually fixing their mouth to say that Jason Tatum is. Y'all got to stop playing with my emotions right now, bro. Y'all are playing with my emotions. Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. When Michael Jordan retired, and I think, what is it? I think it was the Houston Rockets that won. When he came back into the NBA, and I think Hakeem won the championships, was Hakeem better than, or better yet, when he came back and he lost to the Orlando Magic, was Shaq better than Jordan? Please, let me hear this. I got to know this. Oh, better yet, when Kobe lost to Steve Nash in the first round, when he blew the 3-1 series lead against the Suns, and the Suns advanced, was Steve Nash better than Kobe? Was Steve Nash better than Kobe? Please, let me hear this. Was Steve Nash better than Kobe? Y'all got to cut this out, man. Somebody said yes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Somebody said yes. Okay, let me see what this comment said. Andrew Clark, appreciate that. Yes, it's a what if. But if Middleton plays this series, he's good enough. He's a good enough player to flip at least a game. Half-court offense stalled mightily with it. You're absolutely right. It stalled. They became so predictable on offense. You are 100% right, and we actually touched on that earlier in this live. Yes, you're absolutely right. The Bucks just couldn't get any better looks, man. Their offense became pretty much two-dimensional. Pick and roll with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Drew Holiday. That's one. Giannis, bring the ball up the court, get another pick and roll, and try to attack the basket. That was pretty much it. Get to the basket, try to kick it open for a wide-open shooter. That was the entire offense. They didn't have any other moves. Whereas the Boston Celtics, they had a lot more ball movement. They had a lot more threats on the floor with Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams. They had a much more balanced attack all series long. And it's one of the reasons they were able to pick that Bucks defense apart right. They were scrambling everywhere because they were raining threes down on them every single place you could think of. Let me get to these comments. Wow, we got a lot of comments. MJ was the best player the year before and the year. Exactly. Thank you. Skip's position is if it can't be his guy, Durant, then it's nobody, which is childish. Giannis is the best. It's clear. But Kawhi next year. Yeah, man, listen. I appreciate the super chat and the comment. To me, in my personal opinion, I think Giannis is still the best player in the world. This is a Kawhi Leonard fan. We're going to be producing Kawhi Leonard content when he comes back next year. But trust me, for me to say Kawhi is the best player in the world, the only way I would say something like that is if Kawhi goes into the playoffs, maybe gets to the finals, and probably does very, very well. Maybe in my heart, I would think he's the best, but I'm not going to be saying that. Otherwise, people are not going to take me seriously. People are not going to take me. They're just going to call me a fanboy. They're going to be like, "Yo, bro, you a Kawhi Leonard fan? That's the only reason you're saying that." And I don't want people to be saying that to me. So that's why I'm going to try to avoid that. Let me hear this right now. This is from the. Okay, I can't pronounce the name, but appreciate that anyway. I think that my man Giannis is the best player. About the Bucks, the supporting cast was terrible, and I think we have a poor. I agree with you. They needed help. They needed help, and actually, to your point, there's another point that I noticed about the Bucks. I'm gonna get to your comment. There's another point that I noticed about the Bucks this season. Usually, when teams win championships, they usually add more pieces. You rarely see a team that wins a championship and doesn't add more pieces to that championship puzzle. It may not be a big name player, but they always get one or two good pieces. You can think of the Lakers when they were able to beat the Orlando Magic. They lost Trevor Ariza. They got Ron Artest. You can think of the Golden State Warriors. They added what's his name? They added, what's the guy? Kevin Durant and some other people. Usually teams add more pieces to the championship puzzle. Even in the case of the Lakers, they thought they were doing that by adding Russell Westbrook. Now, it just didn't work out, but they knew they needed to get better. And in the case of the Bucks, they actually lost some pieces. One of their key contributors, what's his name? He plays now for the Miami Heat. What's his name? What's the guy, the 3-and-D guy? He has short hair. The guy that played on the Bucks, he's a Miami Heat. PJ Tucker. Yes, PJ Tucker. They had PJ Tucker and they lost him. He brought a lot of toughness. He was a 3-point shooter. He can guard a lot of positions. They lost him. Who did they replace him with? I'm not really sure who they replaced him with. That's something I'm quite surprised that the Bucks didn't really do. But guess what? If the Bucks win this series, we're saying something else. We're not having these conversations, but this is what happens when usually when you lose. Let me read this comment. King AK47. Recency bias is real nowadays. Tatum is the best, top 5 maybe, but people are drunk. Yeah, I agree. Jason Tatum is one of the best players in the world, but there's no way in hell. There's just no way in hell. Y'all gonna tell me that Jason Tatum is the best player in the world? No, y'all are bugging. I also think they lost. I think the loss. Yeah, PJ Tucker. I think the loss of PJ Tucker really hurt him. Hold on. People are just trying to troll me right now. Hey, Don Cooks was good. Welcome in. Stay woke. Okay, Tucker. Yeah. We're missing Dante. Tatum ain't no Giannis. It was a whooping. Yeah, it was a bad loss. It was a bad loss. It was a bad loss for sure. But congratulations to the Celtics, man. They made it to the next round, and now we're going to see what they do. We're going to see if they're going to be able to. Here's my thing. I actually like the Boston Celtics. I like the players. I like Marcus Smart. I like the young team. I like the team, actually, if I'm being honest with you. Just sometimes with the fans, man. The fans seem a little bit obnoxious. Sometimes they look a little bit rabid. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just reading it from my own point of view. Not all of them, but just from afar, I'm looking at some of those fans. I'm like, that's the only thing. But I'm happy for them that they made it. Lansana said, someone said earlier, KD took the Bucks 7 games plus without an injured real team, and no one said he was the best player in the world. No. I think people were saying that. I think even Skip Bayless was saying it. Or Stephen A. Smith also said it. Stephen A. Smith and people have been saying that KD's the best in the world. Jack John, mark this now. Giannis will take this personally and win the chip next year. He took the potential championship again without. The thing about it is this. Thanks for the comment. I don't think it's a matter of Giannis taking it personally or not. Sometimes you need all your horses. Sometimes you need all your horses, man. For as much as I like the Clippers and I like Paul George and these guys, They're not going to win a championship without Kawhi Leonard. Giannis needs a Chris Middleton because of his skill set and what he brings to the team. Kawhi and Paul George do similar things. Giannis and Middleton do two different things, and he would have given that Bucks team a different look on the offensive side of the floor. He's also a clutch shooter too. So they missed him. Is that an excuse? Some people will say it's an excuse. Fine. But it's the reality. It's just the reality. There's nothing else I can say about it. What else? Let me see what else some people are saying. Tatum had help. Yeah, I mean, they were a healthier team. Injuries play a role, man. Like, what are we going to say? Injuries play a role, and they won. So congratulations to them. Anyway, I think we've pretty much given our thoughts on it. I also want to say real quick, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We pinned that to the top. Make sure you go ahead and follow us if you have any video requests, topic requests. We usually check our Instagram. We recently did a video. Somebody sent us a request. So make sure you do that. We do respond to your comments. And also make sure you follow us on IG. We will be covering the series. And moving forward, I got a question to ask you guys before I let you guys go. I'm sure you guys are busy on this Sunday. Smooth Savage 28. Even though we don't agree on Giannis, I appreciate how objective and level-headed you are on basketball. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. Hey, listen, all of us, we're all human, right? We're all going to have our biases. Nobody's perfect. People call me on my BS all the time, right? Hey, man, you're saying this about this dude. What about that dude? You're not being fair. So I totally understand that. We all try to do our best, and that's the best what we're doing. So real quick before I let you guys go, who wins that game 7 tonight between the who's playing tonight? I think we got the Dallas. Yeah, who's winning tonight? Dallas or Phoenix? Who y'all got winning tonight? Let me hear what you guys got to say in the comment section. Who y'all got winning tonight? Suns, Mavs, Suns, Dallas. Okay. It seems like to be a pretty mixed bunch. I think it's like probably 50-50. We probably put up a poll on the channel before the game starts. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for your attention, man. We couldn't hide our faces. We had to come out here and do a live, even though the Bucks lost. I'm a bit sad to see Giannis and them go, but hey, the show must continue on. Thank you guys for being a part of this live, and we definitely catch you guys on Monday. Have a good one. Peace out. Have a good one.